Hey everyone, welcome back to Monday Positivity, where we explore the transformative power of life's challenges and triumphs, and self love, and much more. And today we're going to talk about something we all fear but inevitably face: rejection. Whether it's personal, professional, social, rejection can feel painful and even paralyzing. But what if we flip the script? What if rejection wasn't something to be feared, but something to be embraced as a powerful tool for self discovery? In today's episode, we're going to dive deep into how rejection can lead to better self awareness, build resilience, and ultimately guide you toward a more authentic and fulfilling life. First, let's explore why rejection feels so painful. When someone says no to us, whether it's in a relationship, a job, or an opportunity, it often feels like they are saying no to our value as a person. Rejection triggers the same parts of the brain that respond to physical pain. This is why even minor rejections can sting deeply. We're hardwired to seek social approval and belonging. So when we are rejected, it feels like a threat to our self worth. The truth, though, is that rejection is rarely about your worth. Often, it's more about fit or timing than anything else. Yet, because we personalize rejection, we carry that weight internally, and it can lead to self doubt, frustration, or even feelings of unworthiness. What if we reframed rejection not as a sign of failure, but as an opportunity for learning? This shift in mindset can make all the difference. When you're rejected, instead of immediately asking, "What's wrong with me?" ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Each rejection gives you valuable feedback, not necessarily about who you are as a person, but about what you truly need, where you can grow, and how you can better align with opportunities that are right for you. Rejection offers you a chance to pause, reflect, and gain clarity. Maybe that job rejection is teaching you to fine tune your skill set. Maybe that relationship rejection is showing you something about your own emotional needs or boundaries. Each rejection, when viewed through this lens, becomes a stepping stone on your path to greater self awareness. And one of the most powerful outcomes of embracing rejection is resilience. It builds your resilience. Every time you face rejection and choose to learn from it rather than let it defeat you, you become stronger. Resilience is like a muscle. It grows each time you flex it. When you experience rejection and allow yourself to process the disappointment, but then pick yourself up and move forward, you're training yourself to be more adaptable and courageous. Resilience isn't about ignoring the pain of rejection, it's about acknowledging it, learning from it, and then using it as fuel to keep going. In fact, many of the most successful people, whether in business, sports, or the arts, have faced rejection time and time again. The difference is that they didn't let rejection define them. Instead, they allowed it to refine them. Now, let's dive deeper into the idea of rejection as a tool for self discovery. Each rejection you face is an opportunity to look inward and ask yourself some key questions. So, you can ask yourself, what was I hoping to gain from this opportunity? Why did this rejection hurt so much? What can this experience teach me about my values, my strengths, and areas for growth? And lastly, how can I use this moment to realign with what truly matters to me? By asking these questions, you start to see rejection not as an obstacle, but as a mirror, reflecting back what's important to you. Maybe you're rejected from a job you thought you were a perfect fit for, or you thought the job was perfect, only to realize that it wasn't aligned with your true passion. Maybe a romantic rejection makes you reflect on the kind of relationship you really want or deserve. The more you use rejection to learn about yourself, the more aligned your future decisions will be with your authentic self. And one of the hidden gifts of rejection is that it strips away the layers of external validation we often rely on. When we are accepted or praised, we sometimes lose sight of our true desires because we are swept up in others' approval, right? If someone is approving me for something, I'm like, okay, fine, like let me do this because they accept me. Rejection forces you to pause and reconnect with your own internal compass. It reminds you that ultimately you are responsible for your own sense of worth and direction. So, how do we practically embrace rejection and use it as a tool for self discovery? Well, here are some actionable steps. Number one step is separate yourself from the outcome. Understand that rejection is not a reflection of your value as a person. It's simply feedback about a particular situation or opportunity. Detach your self worth from external outcomes and remind yourself that you are enough regardless of the result. Step number two, practice self compassion. When you experience rejection, allow yourself to feel the pain. Don't run away from it. Allow yourself to feel it. But don't dwell in it. Be kind to yourself as you would be to a friend who's going through the same thing. And self compassion actually helps soften the sting and gives you the space to reflect without self criticism. Step number three, look for the lesson. Every rejection has a lesson if you are willing to look for it. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow or refine my goals? What did this reveal about my values, strengths, and areas of improvement? Step number four, stay open to new opportunities. Trust me, rejection often closes one door, but it can open others if you stay open and curious. Keep your mindset flexible and remember that sometimes rejection is life's way of redirecting you toward something better. Step number five, journal about your experience. Writing about your feelings and insights after rejection can help clarify what you've learned. It also allows you to track your personal growth over time and see how far you've come in handling setbacks. Trust me, I love journaling. Every time I got rejected in a job, it gave me the chance to reflect back, and trust me, I am so grateful for all those people who rejected me so that I could actually, find what I loved doing, right? And it no longer feels like work because I love doing it, right? So journal your feelings, journal your experiences, and again, try to connect with your values, try to see the lesson. And lastly, embrace the long game. Understand that rejection is part of the journey, not the end of the road. In the grand scheme of your life, each rejection is just one step on your path to self-discovery and success. Keep the long game in mind. You don't have to let temporary setbacks define your story. Even in relationships, I'm grateful for all those people, who rejected me, whether it was a friendship or any other kind of platonic or romantic relationship, because ultimately uh, you know it led me to my soul tribe, it led me to my soulmate, right? So you have to embrace the long game. Don't let temporary setbacks define your story. And now let me also share a story to bring this concept to life. There's a well-known author who was rejected by countless publishers before her book was finally accepted. That author is J.K. Rowling, and the book was Harry Potter. Imagine if she had given up after her first, second, or even 10th rejection. The world would never have known one of the most beloved stories of our time. Instead of letting rejection defeat her, she used it as fuel to keep going. She learned from each rejection, adjusted her approach, and eventually found the right fit. And her story is a powerful reminder that rejection doesn't mean failure. It's often just a step on the path towards something greater. Rejection is inevitable, but it doesn't have to be something you fear. Instead, see it as a tool for self-discovery, resilience, and growth. When you embrace rejection, you unlock valuable insights about yourself, about your values, and your path forward. Every no brings you closer to the right yes. And every rejection is an opportunity to realign with your true purpose. But you have to sit and ask yourself, what are your values? What did you learn from this rejection? Right? Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. And if this message resonated with you, be sure to share it with someone who might need a reminder that rejection isn't the end, it's just the beginning of something new. Until next time, keep embracing every challenge as a step toward your most authentic self.